Hi there, this is Maja broadcasting from the UK. I am glad you're here with me today. Thank you for coming. Well, let's get started straight in today. I am using today a sample that was given to me by Sammy, and it doesn't say anything on it, but it is the Nero from Goodfellas Smile. I think it's Goodfellas Smile. And sniffing it right from here, it is already a 4 or 5 on the scent scale. I have lathered it up. It is an easy to lather soap. It's a cream, it's a croap actually, but it is on the lighter side. I am using here my Motherload brush. It's a 30 mils and my Q-Shave. As you can see, the brush is a little bit too big for this for this scuttle because it's pushing everything out. But it has a great protection. It is super slippery, and the other benefit is this soap is actually on the cheaper side, in line with Razorrock, with Sterling, with Signature soaps, and actually under Wickham's. So Wickham's is a little bit more expensive, but the scent is great. So I'm using my my Gillette dupe here, the Gillette Tech dupe, and it has a Bolzano blade in, the first time use, and I have never used them before, so for that reason I'm just going to put a bit of carrier oil on. So that's my pre-shave, is a little bit of carrier oil. And I'm going to put that straight on. I don't often use an oil, but today I will try. When you're using an oil, depending on what you have, I use oils I have in the household. This is a skin conditioning oil with loads of vitamin E and other ingredients in. See pic at the back. So one doesn't really need to activate this. I think some of the pre-shave oils you get from the online stores, you actually do need to activate that. And when I say activate, I mean rub in well and maybe even add some water. That's what I mean by activating. Right, but if you're using coconut oil or olive oil from the household, or castor oil, any of those, then you do not need to do that. Right, let's get going. So this scent is now upscaled right to a, hang on a minute, I've got this a little bit wrong somehow. Here we go. And I need to adjust you to, this is now scent level of 6 or even 7. And the Motherload brush is the softest brush you can ever think of. There is no softer brush out there. It is really floppy. And one could argue it's more of a makeup brush than a shave brush. Not many like it because it's so floppy. So if you have a beard, then it's not going to do you any good, and you want something with backbone. This has no backbone and is super soft. So here we go. First pass with the grain. So what does this soap actually have scent-wise in it? Grapefruit, orange, neroli. Oops, nearly cut my hair there, did you see? Black pepper, pelargonium, patchouli and cedarwood. smells very nice. I like it a lot. I don't think I have anything in the den that smells similar. So it is a unique scent that way. My phone's playing up, I'm sorry. It's just asking me things. And I have to shut it down before it starts saying, "What? I didn't understand what you said." So it is a really nice scent. It is strong, but however on the skin you don't get overwhelmed by it. It's not one of those scents. It does sort of dissipate. It has some depth, but it's not one of those scents that will linger a long time. So the Bolzano blade first round is really smooth. It is sharp. I am impressed by it. And then it is a good blade, but I'd like to compare it maybe with a few others. See, this is a fantastic lather. Very creamy, very slick. Ideal also for shavettes or straights. You can see how floppy this is. Look, you see? There's no backbone to this, but it is a fantastic splayer and a fantastic latherer. You can do a hard soap with it, but you do need to bloom it prior to when you're using a Motherload brush. I've got soap in my nose, I'm sorry. There we go. I can't breathe. So now I'm going across. You do get a blade feel on this. So on a more efficient razor, you've got to be a bit careful with the Bolzano blade. This is a very mild razor. Bolzano is made in Germany, by the way. And they're one of the better blades, which is reflected in the price. It's Bolzano Inoxidable. I always want to say it the Spanish way, I can't help myself. So it's super efficient. And I think for me it's perfect in a mild razor. I will try it out in a DE89 because those are mid efficiency for me. I have enough soap here to wash the carpets. So it has lathered up super well. Super well, that's not English, but you understand what I'm saying. What I'm saying is if you have little beard growth or soft beard growth, then this blade in a mild razor is perfect if you're a daily shaver. If you have what John calls iron shavings, then this will be an efficient blade, but you'd have to put it in something like a DE89, a Merkur, or like an Edward Jagger. Or even into a Mule R41, something like that. I think this would work very well on open combs as well, but it will be quite efficient, so be aware. Not as efficient, I'm not talking like Voscott efficient or something like that, because it is very smooth, or feather efficient, not sharp like that. It's super smooth, but it will cut through it. I'm already on my third. I just need a tiny pickup on this side, and then I'm already done, and I've got loads of soap still in here. I'm liking the soap scent and the feel of it. For an economic soap, it is a fabulous producer. There we go. That was very enjoyable indeed. Liking this. Do I want to make a comparison between company soaps? Not really. The Nero is an Italian company as far as I understand. Made in Italy, I think. Please check on the picture, because I'm not 100% sure that I got it right. Now, this I didn't put on the photo. I think I'm going to go for the toner today. Because I've only just decided to do that before I did the photo, after I did the photo, just before I came in. Oh my goodness, I'm clumsy today. I've just thrown everything on the floor. Oh, and my lid. No, I don't really want to make a comparison, because the ingredients are different too, but this is a very nice soap indeed, and I enjoy it as much as the Razorrock ones. I would say if there is any kind of comparison, which is not a real, just a subjective comparison, that's what I'm trying to say, then I think the Sterling and the Wickhams and the Signature soaps are a little creamier, and from the base maybe a little more hefty, but this is fantastic. I can almost say it's comparable to the Razorrock, which I also like a lot. So let's get on with it, Maja. I'm using Aftershave Balm from Boots. That's the Freshwood. As you know, I've told you many times, I like this a lot. And I was super upset because when I went the other day online to get it, because I don't have a Boots close to me, not in walking distance anyway, they were all sold out. Shave sticks, aftershave and balms. I think they have come back now, but at a higher price than they were before. So now I'm regretting I actually sold quite a few. Thinking I can get them anytime. That was prior to the lockdown. But there you go. So that was a fabulous combination with this little bit of more clove and more spiciness and this citrus combo. This was very enjoyable indeed, and I would actually consider, once my soap drawer is a little more empty, to add Goodfellas into it. I haven't checked out all their soaps and what they have to offer, but I think it's a keeper. I definitely think it's a keep. It's a very good soap for the price and for everything. I don't think there's a lot of what I call nasty stuff as in preservatives in there and things. Bolzano blade. I think this is one of my favorites. I'm just feeling, and there's no reaction, but I did have the blade feeling, but there's no reaction to the skin. I'm not super red like I sometimes am, which is when a blade is a little rough. And this was the first use. Now my suspicion is that on second use it will be even better. So I'll soon be doing a comparison with this as well. Right, I hope you enjoyed being with me today, and I hope we could bounce things off each other, you in the comment box and giving me maybe a like. And I hope I have given you some information that you can do something with. So I'm already missing you, and I'll be seeing you super soon. Bye bye.